Hello everyone, it's Anime here, and today we're going to be doing an Boruto episode review on episode 195. So yeah, with that, hit that shit. So basically, the episode begins on where we left off, with Naruto and Kawaki going to get a new vase for Himawari, since Kawaki broke the other vase on accident. So basically, as Naruto and Kawaki walking, they run into Sadara and Chocho buying fish cakes. I just call them fish cakes. And basically, what at the stand, Naruto's like, "Hey, it's my treat, being nice because he has the money. He's the freaking Hokage, okay? He got the money, okay? So he's like, hey, it's my treat." And then Chocho's like, oh, really? Oh, okay, I see. And just starts ordering off the menu like crazy, like getting every single one. And Sadara, I believe, asks for a just regular one. And then Naruto looks at Kawaki and like, okay, which one do you want, Kawaki? And Kawaki looks at him and like, didn't we not just have breakfast? And basically, Naruto's like, yeah, this is called a snack, something that you get in between breakfast or lunch and dinner. And Kawaki's like, huh? A snack? What's a snack? And basically, Naruto has to complete the concept of a snack, which further parallels that, they probably didn't feed him that well in Kara. They probably just fed him enough to survive so that, Jigen can revive or do whatever. Jigen could do whatever with Kawaki's body, So, yeah. And since he didn't eat that well back in Kara, he doesn't really know what a snack is since he's been there since he was a child, so he didn't really develop social skills or anything like that, which further is shown in a scene where Kawaki is just straight up saying, damn, you're ordering that much, Chocho? You're kind of fat. You shouldn't be eating that much. And basically, Sarah gets on his ass like, hey, what the fuck did you just say to my friend? She's fat, bro. That is not socially acceptable. Which, is true, but still not socially acceptable. And Sada just completely chews him out, and Kawaki's just like, what did I do? What? Because he's confused. Like, he was just pointing out the obvious because he does not have any social skills. And with that scene complete, Naruto kind of just pays for everyone's fish cakes, and they go along the way, and Sada comes along with Kawaki and Naruto to kind of, talk to Kawaki a little bit, get to know Kawaki, since, it's technically Boruto's brother now since he was adopted. So, Sadara is being Boruto's team member, gotta know Kawaki. So, with that, we go on to another scene where these kids are playing near Kawaki, Naruto, and Sadara, and one of them bump into Kawaki. And basically, Kawaki just turns around with his giant fist, how he can transform fists, and gets ready to, absolutely just smack this kid in the face for running into him, possibly even killing him, before Naruto gets involved and like, hey, what the fuck are you doing here? This just a kid, he just bumped into you. And then Kawaki just saying, I was just trying to teach him a lesson, watch out where you're going, because you never know what evil looks in this world, And this also parallels back to his dark past, where Kawaki really couldn't trust anyone and always had to watch who he bumped into and all that because, he always found evil in the world. So he's just trying to teach the kid technically a lesson. Like, hey, watch where you're going because you never know what kind of trouble you may bump into and what they might be like. So in retrospect, he was just trying to teach the kid a lesson. And who knows if he was actually going to freaking hit the kid or if he was going to stop like right before and be like, watch where you're going, kid. I probably would hit the kid, though. I'm not even gonna lie, and probably would have killed him. So Naruto did the right thing in stopping him. And Satoru looks at him like, "What? Jeez, were you not raised as a child?" And kind of like, "Oh shit, what did I just say?" Because Satoru like for the most part was kind of being a little bitch in this episode too. Kawaki like, "Oh yeah, definitely was not raised in a proper childhood." Like here, you can see Sakura's side of the family coming off on Satoru. Also with the Sasuke side, but mostly Sakura because Satoru is being a bitch in this episode, so you're just like commenting on like the obvious things, like yeah, Kawaki did not have a normal childhood, dummy. Just like I don't know, I didn't like Satoru characters in this episode, but anyhow, with that scene, they travel to uh Ino's flower vase shop, and basically Naruto explains to fast like, hey, like keep your village border team that searches for unseen chakra in that enters the village, keep them on high alert because we might be getting some visitors soon, that unwelcome visitors. And it's just like, okay. And then no, it's just like, anyways, okay, so basically Kawaki's here to pick out a vase. So could you help him with that? And it's like, yeah, of course. And with that, Kawaki shows Kawaki the vases, and Kawaki chooses one. And basically Satoru's like, dang, that was fast. Come on, be considerate, man. Be considerate. You gotta choose the right vase to know that you're sorry. And well, then Kawaki's like, okay, I'll choose the right vase. I choose this one. After a quick second of thinking, chooses the same vase, and then Satoru's like, you know nothing. And well, then it's like, no. He's right here. This vase really goes well with the interior of the household, and I just have to say something. How the fuck do you know what the interior of the household looks like? What you been doing with Naruto, huh? You got some explaining to do to Hinata, huh? Freaking about to get a cat fight out here, ain't we? Anyhow, yeah, it's just a little funny thought I had while watching it. But yeah, so basically he was like, okay, that would actually fit very well with the interior of the household. And Kawaki's like, yeah, damn right it would. Definitely didn't do that on accident. Yep. Definitely was thinking about that. Yes, sir. I honestly, it would have been funny if it was just an accident. Kawaki's like, yeah, definitely. But I think he actually knew. But yeah. And then, it's like, oh, okay, well, since, this is your first purchase here, and, it's just trying to be nice to Kawaki, she gives him some free flowers for the vase, and as, is putting the, flowers back in the vase, it kind of looks like the vases that were underneath the Kawaki that would break and stuff as the test subjects failed for the test subjects as implanting the karma. So it gave him PTSD as the flowers kind of looked like the wires, I guess. So it just gave him PTSD, and he just ended up screaming, like just dropping the vase and screaming, which here we see an extreme case of PTSD where like very minute things can set it off. And if you ever see a person with extreme PTSD, you know that like very minute, very small things can trigger them like that. Like it's just random, really. I mean, not random, but things that they just give them memories of the traumatic event, just sets them off, and they can go screaming and just yeah. So this really actually shows off like Kawaki's like how fucked up he was from the past experience he has, and honestly adds like a lot more. Just this one scene added a lot to the episode and to Kawaki's character in my opinion. So yeah, I really enjoyed this scene, even though it was kind of like, whoa, like what's going on here. I really enjoyed it because it just added a lot to Kawaki's character, especially as a manga reader. They did this scene very well. And after that, they actually go and, just kind of like realizes what happened. Like, oh, okay, this is some PTSD. And Naruto too. So Naruto actually goes over to Kawaki and gives him like a hug, like a full-on hug, and it tries to comfort Kawaki, which probably honestly hits the sweet spot for Kawaki, because he's never felt probably the love of a parent per se. And after that, like seeing that very heartwarming scene with Naruto hugging Kawaki, with fatherly love, they walk out, and just gives them another vase, I believe, on the house, and some more flowers, or they just picked up the flowers, and they went back to the house, and Satoru leaves them. And hold on, and then we have a anime original scene where Naruto takes Kawaki out to the ramen shop, and with the ramen shop scene, tries to teach him like what a friend is, and also sharing, And Kawaki's not having none of it. He's like, sharing the frick, nah. And the way Naruto tries to teach him this, he gives him a piece of his pork, and like, hey, I'll trade you a piece of this pork for some egg, and and Kawaki's like, hell no, bitch, this is my food, hey, and I can relate to that because I'm a fucking teenager, okay, bro, you touch my food, you can get slapped, let me tell you. Anyhow, yeah, so Naruto's like, dang, mission failed, okay. So with that, they head back to the house, and we have a kind of funny scene where Boruto's like, oh, you bought a new vase. Okay. I'm glad that I can see that you're sorry, but Naruto paid for that vase, didn't he? Yeah, and sadly you don't got no money either, so you can't go out and actually pay for your own vase. And just walks up to him and just gives him a glue stick. Hope you know how to use glue, and just pieces out. And Naruto's like, damn, did my son really just... Damn, that was kind of sad. And Kawaki's like, motherfucker, okay. So he walks over to the vase that he broke, and it's like, okay, I guess I gotta glue this shit together, because Kawaki wants to make amends with Boruto, and this is the only way. She's like, well, shit, I gotta glue this shit together. And honestly, I did not mind Boruto doing this at all. It was actually hella savage for Boruto, and it's just hilarious. So honestly, I don't mind him being a little rude to Kawaki right now. So yeah, that was the episode, and honestly, I'd give it an 8 out of 10, just for good story building. Like, the very past few episodes have been great on story building, for Kawaki and everything. So I gotta give it a 8 out of 10. It was a great episode. Not a great, but good episode. So yeah, very solid, very good, and yeah. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe or not, you have free will, and yeah, the enemy signing off.